Okay, so
what you are saying?
No, I thought you were busy setting. I thought you wanted to share my opinion on it.
Yeah, then when you're talking, I've been wanting to.
so okay, so this is DN News Online Television. We'd like to say welcome to DN News Online Television. We are live here at the Temple of Justice, specifically the Criminal 8, following this case here. So we will speak to folks who have their own view or how they understand the case here today, especially where today going to be the final preliminary examination into the entire Arson case here involving former House Speaker, former Deputy Speaker, former Minister of State for Presidential Affairs portfolio, and former National Chairman of the Liberty Party, Councillor J. Fonati Kofa, Representative Jacob Dibley, Representative Dixon Sibo, Representative Abu Bena Kamara. They are all here this morning. We witnessed the arrival of Abu Kamara along with Jacob Dibley, but we are yet to see Councillor Kofa and that of Representative Dixon Sibo. So that's it. The name is George Cooper. So let's speak to this gentleman. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you. It's my pleasure. DTTV, DNTV, right?
Yeah, DN News.
DN News, okay.
So let's hear you this morning. You are here at the Temple of Justice.
Yeah, so my name is Darius Dove. We have come to witness the final ruling of the pre-trial today at the Monrovia City Court involving the 4 accused lawmakers. We all know that since the court approved the bond, they were released from the Monrovia Central Prison, that is Saw Beach, and they are since been appearing before the Monrovia City Court. So they have been pre-trial. The prosecution have provided evidences, giving reasons why the accused lawmaker should be indicted, while the defense of those accused lawmakers have been putting forth the arguments that their clients are not should not be linked, should not be indicted because the evidence are not sufficient enough. We learned that the prosecution only evidence thus far is a chat room post, Facebook post, and a recording that took place between Representative Abu Kamara and the former Speaker, Councillor J. Fonati Kofa. So the court admitted that evidence, and then it was cross-examined. So we hope today to see what the ruling is. But mind you now, most of the charges against those lawmakers are criminal. They have criminal mischief, we have criminal solicitation, we have criminal conspiracy, and we have criminal facilitation. The Monrovia City Court lacks the jurisdiction to hear criminal cases. So it is expected, many people expect this case to be forwarded to the criminal court A for further proceeding. But mind you too, maybe the judge may not see or may not establish beyond all reasonable doubt to forward this case to criminal court A. So it may be possible that the judge may drop those charges because there are no sufficient evidence, or the evidence is not convincing, it's not compelling beyond all reasonable doubt. So let's see what happens today. But many people believe of the criminal nature, the criminal aspect of it. But do the evidence provided by prosecution, is sufficient enough to indict this lawmaker for the charges levied by the Liberian National Police? That is the question that we will hear it today. It will be made clear whether the case will be moving forward, will be forwarded at the criminal court A. And from there, but then the defense saying that even if the case is forwarded at criminal court A, at least they have an idea of what the evidence is. So then they can be able to deconstruct the evidence by their defense at the criminal court A. Mind you now, the grand jury of criminal court A are not sitting. They should be sitting by August. But there is provision in the law that provides special jury So maybe when the case is forwarded at the criminal court A, depending on the nature, the special jury could come in, or the case could be delayed up to August, where the grand jury will be sitting.
Yesterday, the defendant filed a motion and was denied.
Yeah, the defendant will file the motion to dismiss the evidence because the evidence in their mind is weak and it is not, it is baseless, and it does not link. They have no basis, legal basis to link their clients to the charges. But then the judge said that it was late. The motion was very late because the evidence has already been admitted for the pre-trial. So that does not also mean that the defense lost the case. But it's just that the motion came lately after the cross-examination of the evidence already before the court.
What kind of evidence was provided?
We learned about a Facebook post from the former speaker. We learned about chat room chinches between some staffers of the former speaker, and then we also learned about a recording that took place between the former speaker and Representative Abu. But defense argued that the recording has no link because it did not establish the accused being on the scene committing the crime. It was a recording, and some argue that to commit arson, it must be a physical appearance on the scene. It must be physically committed. To even commit attempted murder, it should be physically done. All right. And so their clients were not seen. There is no physical evidence, video, forensic evidence that shows that their clients, those lawmakers, were on the scene of the Capitol building that night.
All right. Thank you for talking to us.
So that's it here. We are live here at the Representative Yeke Kolba District number 10, Moswara County, had just arrived.
So I think the ruling was reserved for today, so we are here to listen to the ruling. But we expect that the police, the police will also put in the charge sheet if the other police will come to tell us. You know, when the place got a fire, the majority black was using that place. Where who took the speaker's chair, who took the deputy speaker's chair, and all the chairs that were being used by them. Where is it? Who took them away before the building got burned? Where is it? We want to know. Have they brought those people to court that took away what was the intent of taking the deputy speaker chair, the speaker chair, and no chairs that were being used by the majority black? What was the intent? Who took them away? So to tell you that it was planned for that place to be burned by Joseph Walker and his people.
So that's clarity you were making yesterday. I know yesterday about this audio. Can you tell us exactly what were you saying? Because
if this audio was the audio that was being used, that I'm involved with when we met with Oforidia and General what his name, then that audio, that General Gara, then that audio is an audio that is about protecting us. It's not about burning the place. But the main thing here is that who took the chairs before the play got burned? No chairs that were being used by Rachel Kuhn and his people, by those juntas. No chairs. Who took those chairs? Who took the junta speaker chair? Who took Deputy Speaker Thomas Farah chair? Who took them? And the police said, Joseph Walker said that they will not allow people to burn the Capitol building or vandalize the Capitol building. The Dallas police said anything that is going on that will cause chaos, they will protect it and they will protect the scene. The scene was being protected. The scene was being protected by
talking about the audio.
The scene was being protected by the Dallas police.
Talking about the
so
audio.
Who burned the place? Where were they when the place got burned?
How are you linking the removal of the chairs to the fire incident? What are you saying?
Bossman, you have to be rational when you are thinking. You understand what I'm saying? That the chairs were taken away from there and the place got burned. What was the intent of the chair being taken away from there? What was the intent? Can they explain to the investigation or to the investigating team what was the intent? And where were the police when the place got burned? You want to burn somewhere, then you go put gas and take the container away. Who finds sense in that thing there? We saw the container outside. I thought I was going to leave the container there so it can inflame the fire. But instead, they raised the gap, they took container from there and brought it outside. Look, Joseph Boakai need to stop joking. Joseph Boakai will not succeed. Joseph Boakai government cannot succeed.
Talking about the audio, the police is expected to invite you next week to explain in detail about this audio. Were you
the police can only invite me when they invite Joseph Boakai. Because Joseph Boakai gave instruction for the place to be burned.
Will you honor the police invitation?
Honor the police invitation.
To give more clarity.
My man, when they say for me the audio, if that the audio that I know, if that the audio when Abu called me, if that the reason why Abu called me for us to be protected, if that's the audio, they are not about the audio.
You haven't known the type of audio and you are just taking this.
Bossman, the audio that brought Ofori Dia and Gerald Garan, if that the audio, they are not about it.
What do you bring in NSA into? Because listen to you talk.
Because Ofori Dia work with NSA, Gerald Garan work with NSA.
So does that mean that audio?
My man, I met with those people. Those people met me and we drove to my base. I am telling you, I met with them. They met me and we drove to my base.
A few months ago, you wrote a shite buried president, I think, movement against President Boakai presidency. Today, you're wearing Boakai.
My man, my teacher will always change based on the prevailing situation. My teacher will change. My teacher has changed because Boakai cannot succeed. Boakai government cannot succeed. And this is my flow, this is my teacher until the prevailing situation change.
But why were you trained men to protect you when the police are there to protect you?
While the majority black were bringing people from Nima County to protect them, so we needed to be protected. And the police said they needed to protect the place. Where were they when the place got burned? The police burned the place along with Joseph Boakai.
So tell us exactly why are you here today at the top of that?
I'm here because why you are here today?
You are not the investor. I'm a journalist.
You are not part of the case.
That who living room here? Who get a play D? Who need bury who need on a D of this place?
Are you angry? No, I'm not saying you. Are you angry? You asked me a question. I responded to you, but
you look
disappointed.
You nowhere around. You are busy running. You put the radio to you are busy. Yeah, this is when I was sagging there now.
You're not prepared. So I mean, after this question, you're looking at the sensitivity of the issue, and
I see somebody journalists running around. Stanton, yeah, baby, look. Stanton is my brother-in-law. So when I'm joking with some situation, you want to take it because your thing spoon is a bigger platform.
But you are not joking on a phone back.
My man, you
are even giving location.
So you don't want to
say that the man made a picture at the hotel.
Stanton will remain the bigger platform and will always be the bigger platform.
That was a wild allegation. You call it a joke?
Are you under pressure to clarify?
Under pressure to clarify anything.
To the issue,
the deputy chief clerk.
What is the name of that baby?
From the House of Representatives. What's your take on that?
Look, as far as I'm concerned, the deputy chief clerk was killed. But statement, they promised him that they were going to make him chief clerk of the House. And they didn't do it. All of pressure, and you see the project junta. How you go promise somebody when the chief guy is saying, oh, my man will make it chief? To the point where the chief clerk used to say, oh, I've been threatened by the deputy chief clerk because the majority black told the deputy chief clerk they were making chief clerk. And they didn't do it. All of frustration, he died. My man, also follow. Why is happening? My man, all of that follow him. I want to explain my sympathy to the family. Look, let me tell you something. The government need to be serious and bring the evidence. The people that took the deputy Thomas for that chair and the junta speaker Rachel Kun chair from that place and all those chairs before the place, you are not concerned? You are not concerned who took those chairs before the place got burned? You are not concerned? Then you bring one fake recording here that Gara and Ofori Dia gave you. And they say
but you try to authenticate the recording.
The call was made on the 9th of December from what we listened to. And then on the same night, the former speaker met with the president where he said you are at the president's house. But the Capitol building got burned on the 18th. So why are they linking the recording?
But that's a contradiction, huh? We were having classes in the place. and people were bringing people to protect them. All the people that were protecting the majority of black people, were they starving of the Capitol Building? No. Everybody was bringing people to protect themselves. And we were bringing people. We were discussing to bring people to protect us. I have been in most of the meetings to protect us. Not to bring Capitol Building that Joseph Walker did. Joseph Walker sent the people to take those chairs. Take those chairs that the junta people were using. The nurse in the playground, why are they not bringing Joseph Walker into question?
So, at this point now, the court requires evidence, and you kept saying, do you have evidence to what are you saying about this?
My man, I'm not before the court. I get evidence that Joseph Walker.
You could be invited.
When today?
You could be invited. So, do you have evidence just in case you are invited?
You please tell the police to invite me. I beg you. Why they don't want to invite me?
Are you willing to attend? So,
I will go there.
On June 6th, the police RG updated the Liberian people on the case and said the first attempt to burn the Capitol building was staged on November 8th, where Tom Edway and John Yanti attempted to ignite fire on the second floor. But why didn't the police arrest them at that time?
So the question go to Gregory, Joseph Walker Police Director. The question go to him. Look, they think about running after a few people. It will not work. People do not have case. The case will get a Joseph Walker, the Joseph Minister, and the Director of Police plan to bring the Capitol Building, and they bring the Capitol Building. But before bringing the Capitol Building, they took the junta speaker and took off a chair from them. All those chairs they were using, those chairs they didn't get burned. But the Capitol Building got.
You could be a good person who could help even the defendants that you might be supporting in terms of providing evidence. Are you willing to share pieces of evidence with the media?
No, I will not share with you until the court send for me. You're not court. You're working with spoon. They are going to give you my evidence.
So I see you at the police station today, concerning your vehicle.
Look, my counselor have advised that will put the regime police on notice. So my office is doing a communication. I'm coming to sign right here to take it to them. I think they're on the status of my case and waiting to go to court.
You call the police regime police?
The police of regime police.
What makes things that way?
You saw me coming with security here? You saw me coming with security here? I'm not scared of Joseph Walker, Johnny Doe, Joseph Walker, that police have been scared of. I'm speaking to President Walker. Reckless, irresponsible President Walker.
Your colleague will expel you.
Oh, my man, I'll be like my living room. You see me dignify that place? That we're not in the interest of the people?
Many of your supporters have issue with your constant insult on the presidency.
Oh, but they don't have issue yesterday, but they get issue today. Tell them, say to hell with them, they are not my followers. Oh, if you want to have issue today, you should have had an issue yesterday.
You always insult the presidency.
Because you're not posting your regular. Is it an insult to say you're regular, man?
Is there any way?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how irresponsible and how bad a Joseph Walker. Natana Mage, like you. My man, when you want to try to use that word. Look, Mandela used to save money. Mandela used to save money. Mandela used to save money for Joseph Walker. When Joseph Walker met Mandela to the city, he was asking what you need. Joseph Walker is an irresponsible as well. That man is very, very bad. I see Mandela used to feed him. Mandela used to send money to him to feed him. My man, when you quote, Christ doesn't come to the quote. You not quote the article. You generally quote now. You judge who?
Are you willing to go join the case?
You judge who? My man, we have to listen to the outcome of the case. Yeah? That case of cartoon, the only case we get here is Joseph Walker's plan to overthrow the legislature.
You think you'll be arrested now?
Well, what if I'm going to go to the police and say that? I'm coming for him and hold the arrest.
So that's it here at the Monrovia City Court, where Representative Colbert had just arrived here just a few minutes ago. Colbert, as usual, is always on the run. We have not seen So, okay, Representative Jaga Kolba has made his way in. So we have two of the defendants already at the city court. Representative Abu Benak Kamara, District 15, Mosso Alo County. Representative Jacob Dibley of Grand Chile County, District number 3, Grand Chile County. We have seen Councilor Funati Kofa, Dixon Sibo. So we are live here at the Morovia City Court. This is DA News Online TV. The name is George Koba, coming to you live from the Morovia City Court, where final argument in the preliminary hearing of the arson attack at the Capitol Building is ongoing. And so today, Suki washing. This is DA News. This is DA News on television. We are live here at the Morovia City Court. So this is how the Temple of Justice look like. So you want to be something? You support the idea? So yeah, she said what goes around comes around. Yesterday she said, yeah, well, you something Joseph Buck, George Weah, and the Unity Party people were laughing. So it's now time for Yeke to do the same thing. But this is how it looked like here. This morning we are live here at the Morovia City Court. So few of the lawmakers has arrived here. So we stay waiting for the arrival of Councilor Kofa and Dixon Sibo. So you listen to Representative Yeke Kolba.
I forwarded the case already.
Okay, just get an update. He said the case has been forwarded. To where?
Yeah, to criminal court A.
Okay.
So finally, the Morovia City Court has ruled that the case be forwarded to the criminal court A. So all eyes are on criminal court A now for the next proceeding of the case. The ruling was just given 15 minutes ago.
Okay, thank you so much. So that is the Solicitor General of the Republic of Liberia. He's already leaving the courthouse along with the CRD Unit 106. He's the Assistant Police Commissioner for Crime Services, Principal Deputy to 103. So they are all leaving from the court. We've been told that the case have finally been forwarded to Criminal Court A. So let's speak to Amara.
Are you satisfied with your George ruling?
Well, you can follow that from my lawyer.
So, okay.
So you can get that from my lawyer.
Are you expecting anything now at the
The lawyer will tell you all that. Right?
Shut up, talk to the lawyer.
Senator Massacre.
My man.
No, I'm not disappointed, not at all. That's a procedure, right? So the essence or the purpose of preliminary hearing is to establish probable cause.
But deep down into your heart, we think that could establish probable cause in connection with the charges against you.
Where the matter has just begun, right? So the matter has just begun. So this court has limited limitation, right? It is limited to preliminary hearing. So in the court wisdom, right, say they have established probable cause. Well, they have been transferred. We go to criminal court that has authority to adjudicate this matter, right? And then we issue the matter. And they got to prove the matter there.
Do you think the state have sufficient evidence to win your client?
I don't think so. They don't.
So why didn't you have him at this point? Looking at all of the...
They represent the defendant in this matter, right? We represent their interest. They ensure that justice is administered, right?
Counsel, are you disappointed?
I am not disappointed, not at all. Not at all. We're not disappointed. This is a procedure. I think this is a procedure. The matter doesn't end here, right? The matter has been transferred to the courts that has authority to investigate this kind of crime charge. So at that court, they have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. The matter is going to start de novo me. The matter is going to start all over at criminal court A. And they got to come forward with the evidence. They got to give up what they call discovery, the set of evidence that they rely on to charge the defendants. And we're going to go through this matter.
There is a training audio currently, and that audio seems to be the state major evidence. Are you intimidated by that audio?
The first thing, I don't speak to speculation, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't refer to social media evidence. I refer to the set of facts that we presented to me. So the discovery that the prosecution will present to us is what we're going to refer to, not social media evidence.
How strong is your legal team?
Very strong, my brother. One of the best in this country.
Councillor,
very strong.
What makes you strong?
Councillor, you, the record speak for itself. You ask for Councillor Jonathan Massacre, right? The record speak for itself. From the magisterial court to the Supreme Court. What then? I will not speak for itself.
A lot of people are following you know you are one of the learned lawyers here. But
so you need to tell your colleague that one of the
yes.
You are a judicial reporter, right? So you need to tell him that.
So in your argument at the level of the Montreal City Court, I mean your point here was there were no substantial ground meaning as to where the source of these evidence were from, especially the evidence from the prosecution. Now it was based upon this that you've been pushing for the case to be dismissed, and you seeing the case the evidence have been accepted and it's going to be forwarded to the court, to criminal court for further prosecution. I mean, do you still think you still have a hope or more hope to see how basically what the court
so when the judge gave his final ruling, we took exception, right? That's a procedure, right? We know that we go at criminal court A, we're going to make it a matter of point at the court there that we took exception to the lower court decision before criminal court A. So it doesn't suggest to you or suffice to say we accepted whatever the court says. As a matter of fact, this court has limited jurisdiction. This court does not have jurisdiction to try this matter. What the court jurisdiction is limited to preliminary hearing to establish probable cause. Now that the court said that there is probable cause to further charge or prosecute this matter, right? We go now to criminal court A as a new transfer to start this matter de novo, and they have to prove that case. It doesn't shift.
In the same matter, do you think so far from the pre-trial, the pre-hearing of the case at the Montreal City Court that just ended, do you think some of the charges are applicable? Like they charge nearly everybody for also criminal ministry, criminal facilities, conspiracy. Do you think some of the charges are applicable based on the evidence that you are seeing so far?
Well, when we got our strategy, right? We can't speak to all of the issues in the press, right? So when we speak to all of the issues, we get a clue. We don't want to get a clue. So when we get a criminal court A, having presented to us the discovery, we will peruse those evidence and present it to us. We're going to make our representation.
Councillor Massacre, before you leave, please. Another issue that prosecution has also been pushing is the fact that the same crimes, that were leveled against Edris and others should similarly be transferred to the full lawmakers. Do you see that as also troubling, especially where you are moving at the level of the?
Well, I don't understand the mentality of the prosecution, right? Because if you're accusing four lawmakers of arson, right? It also suffices or it suggests to me that you have to put them on the crime scene. Now, at this hearing, did they establish that? Well, it's left for them to answer. What we're saying, at criminal court A, they have the burden of proof. They have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that these guys are charged and they are guilty of a crime charge, all right? And they will be convicted. They have that burden of proof. We don't have the burden of proof. It remains with them until the matter is completed.
Thank you so much, Councillor Massacre.
All right, Councillor.
So he's Tennyson Massacre. He's a lead lawyer representing the full okay.